Hello there, Soulshine. My name is Michelle, and I'm inviting you to wake up and live. And what do you think? Isn't he adorable? Okay, not exactly my favorite character on the planet. I much prefer this one. I can reach it, along with my marker that fell on the ground. This one. That's my favorite picture I've drawn, and so I keep it. Okay, so probably not my favorite picture I've drawn ever. My favorite picture I've drawn for the channel here. So, because I am an artist. Okay, random thoughts over-ish. Secondary emotions, anger, frustration, all of that kind of stuff are secondary emotions. And today I want to talk about these secondary emotions and what's really going on. So a secondary emotion, it means that it's an emotion that you're feeling on the surface, but there's something underneath it. And it's usually some kind of a hurt or sadness or fear underneath the secondary emotion. So I'm going to share an example. I've had this situation where I just felt really frustrated, and I was kind of feeling kind of frustrated at my church leader, but mostly frustrated with God. And I was just like really frustrated in everything. And I remembered, I'm like, oh, this frustration is a secondary emotion. And so I asked this question: what caused, that's the question, what caused this emotion? What caused this anger? And I'm not asking why, because I find that when I ask why, it's not getting me to what I'm really looking for. I'm looking for the emotions underneath. So what caused this anger? And I'm not talking about like the trigger, like, well, so-and-so said this, and so I feel this. No. And there's this fear that I will never be that I'll never be enough. I'll never be able to do what I need to do in order to return to live with my Heavenly Father. And that's my deep fear. And so every time something appears to be standing in my way is not necessarily the right word, where it feels like I'm not moving forward, or that I'm even moving backwards, I get very frustrated. And so there was this thing here. But I went even deeper. I'm like, okay, so I have this fear. So what else is going on? I discovered that I wasn't forgiving myself, which was really huge and powerful to go back and forgive myself for years of stuff, not just more recent experiences, to just really, truly forgive myself. That was pretty powerful. It's not the first time I've had to forgive myself for something, but in this particular area of my life. So this morning, my daughter was angry, and I asked her what was going on, and I explained to her about secondary emotions, because she's only, holy cow, she's 11 now. Like, I have to think about, how old is she now? She's only 11, so I taught her a little bit about secondary emotions, and I asked her what was really going on. And she kept on going into, this person did this. Well, it turned out there was this chain of events. And I'm like, okay, but what's the hurt and fear underneath there? And the real hurt, a lot of times with little kids, not always, but the real hurt is when they take something from me, it's because they don't love me. Or when they say mean things like that, it's because they don't love me. And it may not be always about love. It may be about respect. It may be, but there's always this little subconscious thing underneath that says, you don't love me, that hurts, or you don't like me, that hurts. And because it hurts and I can't feel the hurt, I'm going to get angry, because they haven't learned to recognize, oh, that really hurts. It really hurts. and it hurts because I feel like you don't like me. It hurts because I feel like you hate me, or whatever the things is, like the hurts. So that's the other thing, is I ask myself, what is the hurt from? And I just had the situation come to mind. The person that blocked me, it hurts to think that she hates me. I don't know that she hates me. For whatever reason, I triggered her and she felt the need to protect herself. But for me, a person who does my best to love everybody, it really hurts when I feel like somebody doesn't love me or doesn't like me or things like that. And so those are the hurts that are underneath it. And it comes out like I'm getting angry. And I'm sure that one of the hurts that happens the most and tends to create conflict for me in the realm of Facebook is this: I say something and it's, because it's typed out there, it's received in a way that people think that I'm judgmental, or people think that that I'm a know-it-all, or what's the other thing that I've been accused of being a snob, and there's just a lot of these feelings. They make me angry, and I get angry, and then I respond from the anger space. But when I really take it apart and look at it, it's because they have some different view about me. There's a part of me that's afraid that their view is true. There's a part of me that is just hurt that they can't see that I'm a very loving person and come from a very loving place. That, if I catch myself judging people, I am immediately turning it around, because I'm like, that's not cool. This whole world is about loving people. And so it hurts really bad when people perceive me in a way that I know is not true for me. And so some of those are, so then I act in this defensive, like I'm hurt. So my dukes come up. Oh, that reminds me. I hear that in Britain, when they say put up your dukes. In America, we say put up your dukes, and it's like we're gonna go for fighting. And then I heard that for them, when they say put up their dukes, it's like putting them on the shelves and putting them away and just having a heart-to-heart conversation, or just like conversing without the fighting. Really interesting. Random tidbit of information. So there's just this. But when I feel hurt and misunderstood like that, instead of taking a moment and recognizing that I feel hurt, I have this defense mechanism that comes in, and sometimes it creates more conflict. And I'm not the only person that does it. Like, we start reacting like, oh, that hurt. But instead of going to the place of looking for hurt, we go to the place of, oh, I'm angry, and going after it. And that's the other thing that comes to mind. Stop labeling it. Feeling hurt. I feel hurt. I'm not am hurt. Shall stop labeling it. I feel hurt. I feel hurt in this moment. Allows it to be just a feeling for a moment. Feelings are fleeting. When I claim I am hurt, that's claiming that label of hurt, and that becomes me. I am hurt. That's not even a great thing to claim. Like, I would much rather claim I am love. I am forgiving. I am kind. I am respectful. Anyway, so I feel hurt. So when I feel hurt, I get a feeling of defensiveness, and then I feel angry, and I act in that way. Defense. So like I said, when I take it apart afterwards, that's when I figure out what's really going on. And so that's my real invitation to you guys. If you're feeling angry or defensive or frustrated, ask yourself what causes it. And know that you're asking what is the cause, as in, what's that underlying emotion? What is the emotion that caused this? Might even be a better question. I did that with another situation, and uncovered a whole bunch of things going on. Why a certain somebody in my experience triggers me so bad. And it has to do with a whole bunch of things that really are out of my control. And so recognizing that and letting them go is pretty awesome. So that's just really kind of what I wanted to talk about. Like when you're noticing that you're feeling those secondary emotions, you're feeling angry and frustrated and resentful and defensive, take a step back and ask yourself what's underneath, and then allow yourself to feel it. One of my favorite things to do is to say, I'm feeling this. And I was getting frustrated because I'm like, I'm feeling the anger and it's not going away. I'm feeling the anger, it's not going away. But if I can ask myself what emotion caused it and go back and then feel that hurt, just even recognizing that there's that hurt there allows the energy to change a little bit. And the more you go into it, the more you listen to that pain, and the more you feel that pain and recognize that pain, it allows it to leave, and then it's gone, and it's all better, and everything's awesome. Awesome. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you. If you loved this video or even liked this video, I invite you to give it a little thumbs up. That'd be really fun. Oh, I got a text message. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I'm almost daily. I take Sundays off now. And otherwise I'm here every day. And I have lots to share with you. So I hope you choose to subscribe. Thank you so much for being here today and watching this video. Remember to let your souls shine big, bright, light, and beautiful. Be the incredible you that you were created to be. And this time, by letting go some of those secondary emotions of recognizing what's underneath. I'll see you guys tomorrow.